coming here and sharing this evening with us at the Swedish residence in Cairo. And thank you also, Tekne, for arranging.
Techne Summit, Alexandria, the largest investment and entrepreneurship conference on the Mediterranean, is coming back. This was announced in an official press conference at the Embassy of Sweden in Cairo.
I'm working on my Egyptian version of the Arabic language. Give me a couple of months and I can say a few words in this, but I refrain tonight, I'm afraid. Today's conference is a preparation for the Techni Summit in Alexandria in 1 week's time. It's a very important summit. We have been part of this for 5 years actually now, and it grows every year and it becomes, I think, more dynamic and more interesting by every year. So we are very happy to be partner to the Techni Summit.
Could you tell me more about the Techni Summit?
Yes, it has an audience, I think a very young audience, a dynamic audience, many entrepreneurs, many ideas, looking for opportunities. And it's actually quite similar to the scene we have in Sweden. Sweden is a very innovative country and we have a very vibrant startup scene. So I think if we can link Sweden and Egypt together in this sense, we have a lot of opportunities for the future.
I would like to know more about the Sweden-Egypt bilateral relations.
We have very close bilateral relations, and it actually happened that I spent 2 days with my trade minister who came to visit Egypt, to visit her colleagues, but also to see what is happening in Egypt now. The important vision 2030 by the Egyptian government, but also to see this young generation coming in Egypt, and makes her very optimistic and make also the Swedish companies very optimistic about investing in Egypt.
Tonight, thanks a lot for your collaboration with Techni since 2016.
Techni Summit is an international multi-industry focused investment and entrepreneurship event that aims to impact multiple sectors and stakeholders of the startup communities and the Mediterranean region.
نظرة ل 2015 أول ما ابتدينا ننظم قمة تكني.
So I think that technology is vital now, and technology is one very important tool that can solve the most pressing challenges and the problems in our everyday lives across different industries. Egypt specifically has, the region last year has attracted more than $1 billion in investments, and Egypt has around $190 million invested in startups. And this year, 2021, I think in the first half of the year, around almost 170 million in this just first 6 months. So Egypt is becoming a very attractive location for investors to invest in startups. And when we're talking about startups, we're talking about innovative startups, not small and medium businesses, not SMEs, which are also contributing to the economy, but startups have a different angle to their nature of how they operate, how they scale, how they utilize technology, as you mentioned, AI, IoT, hardware, and mobile application development into providing products and services that are solving real problems in different sectors.
Companies showcase their most recent products, and speakers give their most innovative ideas, while attendees discover state-of-the-art advancement and mingle with global experts.
I think the Techni event in general is one of the most important platforms for startups and co-founders in the Middle East, and I think it gives a great exposure for startups that need this to be present in front of the investors and the ecosystem in general. And I think this year's theme about AI is very important also, because AI is currently controlling most of our life. Maybe we don't know it, but it's actually in place and working in most of the applications that we use day to day. So it's very important to shed the light on how this can be used to improve our life and also keep it in control, not just allow it to change our behavior and traditions without us knowing.
Technia Summit is one of the biggest platforms, one of the biggest conferences not only in Egypt, in the Mediterranean countries, to support entrepreneurs, to support technology startups, to support technology innovations. It's a big platform, it's a huge actually platform that makes a great opportunity for the ecosystem, for support organizations, for companies who are interested in technology, for young people with innovative startup ideas and so on. They come to one place in Alexandria in October next month, finding out great opportunities, matchmaking with investors, matchmaking with subject matter experts, matchmaking with potential partners in Egypt and potential partners outside of Egypt as well. So this is the good thing about Technia Summit. It's one of the biggest platforms, or one of the biggest gathering of entrepreneurs, companies, organizations, government officials, stakeholders, support organizations, and university students as well. So this is the good thing about Technia.
The event started in Alexandria, Egypt in 2015, and in 2020 the summit attracted more than 13,000 attendees, 250 speakers, 600 startups, and 180 investors from more than 70 countries. Techni Summit is a two-day international technology summit that will bring together the latest technological developments and the best in the business around the world. Minna Dessouin, TV International.